in fact, if you talk about the performance, the people I should really congratulate CS Mvuria and his PS Elijah Mwangi for the very excellent work around Chan. And now our team, basketball team, also in Rwanda, preparation for tomorrow's match. I think, because I serve in the sports committee,
right?
I mean, that team has done wonders for this country. Anyway, on the economy, there are certain fundamentals that the government has achieved right. There's been stabilization of the exchange rate, but a lot of people are asking how. Because whether, the exports, Kenyan exports are stagnant. Foreign direct investment is very modest. So the inflows probably are just limited to remittances. And that also fluctuates. So people, it's been maintained, but people are asking questions about it. But I think it's a good thing. At least the government can claim that. The government can claim that the inflation rate came down, but it has been going up consistently the last 4 months. That is also true. And that the price of common commodities came down, but they've also been going up. There's an issue around fuel prices.
Yeah.
It's not very clear what is going on there. But those are good stories to tell. But in economics, as I've said before, 3 things matter. If you want to know that an economy is performing, it should be creating jobs. The private sector should be creating jobs. All analysts agree that the Kenyan economy is not creating enough jobs. Why is it not creating enough jobs? Because the private sector is underpowered. The government has suffocated the private sector out of the credit market. So there's no money going into the private sector for them to generate the jobs that this economy needs. So there's a problem there. The other problem is the incomes have actually gone down. They've not grown. People's incomes have actually gone down, either through the new taxation for those who are employed, right, or through a variety of other issues. And thirdly, the other issue is that the purchasing power of the shilling has also gone down. So if you ask a common person, okay, we've maintained the exchange rate here, yes, we've maintained inflation here, we have import cover of $10 billion, we have all this. That is just something that doesn't make sense to them. That is why you see Kenyans are having a problem understanding that the economy is growing, because not many jobs are being created, their incomes are stagnant or have gone down, and the power of the shilling to purchase the basic commodities have also gone down. So that is where the government should focus on. Yes, how to boost incomes. In fact, if you look at economic data of any country, right, I said it last week somewhere, the first thing that you see is income per capita. So the question we should ask, has Kenyan income per capita grown? You should ask a lady or a man, a young man doing some biashara, do you feel better today than you were 1 year ago? And the answer will tell you whether the economy is performing or not. So that is my take on it. I think there's a lot of work we need to do here.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of structural issues that we need to do with our economy, one of which is state capture. What is killing this economy? And one of the factors undermining private sector is state capture, where decisions are made for private interest, business interest of those who are making the decisions, those in the bureaucracy, instead of the public good. And one day I hope we will unbundle this.
So state capture continues. This was one of the agenda items of Kenya Kwanza in the manifesto to deal with it.
I brought a motion in Parliament to establish a committee on state capture. I think I'd invited you to be a member. Yes. And many members signed, because across the board, independent members, UDA, ODM, other political parties. But the procedures of Parliament, they made sure the motion was read on the last day of the session. So it lapsed. When we came back,
you had to start afresh.
I had to start afresh, and I realized there was not enough goodwill. But this country, whether we like it or not, we have to face that ghost. One day we will have to deal with state capture of the economy. I'll give you an example. How state capture denies government of revenue. You've heard of frequencies for telecommunication. You know they're a public resource. When was the last time a frequency was auctioned so that the treasury could get money in the country? It was when Airtel was started. So where are these other G3, I mean, what are they called? Yeah? The frequencies.
3G.
3G, 4G, 5G. When were they ever auctioned by the National Treasury? Who has taken public frequencies and privatized and sold them to the telcos, worth billions and billions of shillings? Who is taking that money? We need to go into it.
What's your answer?
Yeah? That's why we need state capture inquiry. So we unbank. That is just an example. I'm talking of hundreds of billions of shillings that could have gone to primary education, that could have given people, university students, bursary, could have modernized the accommodation at the University of Nairobi,
right.
and the other universities could have put medicine in people's hospitals. Hundreds of billions going to private hands.